A very warm welcome to our session for NCERT Solution Series. आज हम NCERT Solutions डिस्कस करने वाले हैं हमारे पहले चैप्टर द स्टोरी ऑफ विलेज पालमपुर की, जहां पे हम डिस्कस करेंगे पेज नंबर 3 और 4 पे इन टेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस चैप्टर के विद इन दिए हुए क्वेश्चंस। तो शुरू करते हैं। आई एम अंकना, योर मास्टर टीचर फॉर सोशल साइंसेज एट वेदांतु, होपिंग ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस आर डूइंग एब्सोल्युटली फाइन एंड अमेजिंग। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। देखते हैं सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन क्या है। तो यहाँ पे हमें पेज नंबर 3 पे एक टेबल दिया हुआ है, राइट। ये टेबल को हमें रीड करना है, एनालाइज करना है और उसके ऊपर बेस्ड जो क्वेश्चंस है उसे आंसर करना है। सो द वेरी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द फॉलोइंग टेबल 1.1 shows the land under cultivation in India in units of million hectares। तो million hectares इसकी यूनिट है। इस यूनिट में हमें दिखाया हुआ है कि कितनी लैंड जो है कल्टिवेटेड है इंडिया में, वो एक ग्राफ के फॉर्म में डिपिक्टेड है। नाउ वी हैव टू आंसर द वेरी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट डज द ग्राफ शो। ग्राफ हमें क्या बता रहा है। तो देखिए, सबसे पहले वी सी दैट द मैप, आई मीन लाइक द ग्राफ इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1950 से दिया हुआ है एंड हैज बीन शोन टिल 2010 to 2011, नंबर 1। ओके, दूसरा वी नो दैट इट इज शोइंग द कल्टिवेटेड एरिया ओवर द इयर्स फ्रॉम 1950 टिल 2010। तो हमें सबसे पहले पता है, ग्राफ हमें दिखाता है कि कल्टिवेटेड एरिया जो आपका है इन इंडिया वो कितना है, किस यूनिट में दिखा रहे हैं, मिलियन हेक्टेयर्स में दिखा रहे हैं, ठीक है। द नेक्स्ट thing that I observe from the graph is, if I see over here 120 and 130 is for 1950 and 1960 respectively. That is million hectares of land that was cultivated in India. But right from 1970 till 2010 I see that it stays constant. बिल्कुल यहाँ से यहाँ तक बराबर है 140. So this is what the graph is showing to us. ठीक है, तो चलो फटाफट आंसर कर लेते हैं। द अबव ग्राफ शोज द लैंड अंडर कल्टिवेशन इन इंडिया इन यूनिट्स ऑफ मिलियन हेक्टेयर्स। ये मेंशन जरूर करिएगा कि किस यूनिट में शोन है। The graph also shows that the land under cultivation in India was 120 million hectares in 1950. In 1970, it increased to 140. Also, we have seen that in 1960, it went to 130. Then in 1970, it came to 140 and it has remained the same since then till 2010. That is what the graph is showing to us. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Is it important to increase the area under irrigation? Why? Absolutely it is. Yes. Yes, it definitely is very important. बहुत सारी reasons है। बच्चे population increase हो रही है ना? Increased population, उस पॉपुलेशन की डिमांड को मीट करने के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हमारे कल्टीवेशन भी बढ़े, हमारा जो हार्वेस्ट है वो भी बढ़े। उसके लिए क्या ज़रूरी होगा कि इरिगेशन के अंडर जो लैंड है वो इंक्रीज हो, तभी तो हमारा प्रोड्यूस जो है, हमारी कल्टीवेशन, हमारी हार्वेस्ट जो है वो बढ़ेगी, ठीक है। एक वो बहुत ज़रूरी है। दूसरा, ट्रेडिंग पर्पसेस से भी हमारी इकोनॉमी को बूस्ट करने के लिए भी इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट कि कल्टीवेशन के एरिया में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बढ़ोतरी हो, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो, ताकि हम ट्रेड में भी ज़्यादा पार्टिसिपेट कर सकें, राइट। देयर कुड बी मल्टीपल रीजंस। So yes, it is important to increase the land under irrigation. Yes is absolutely the answer. So that the farmers can do multiple cropping and grow more than one crop in a year and raise the production and income. So as I told you, इकोनॉमी को बूस्ट करने के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है, बट एट द सेम टाइम फार्मर्स के लिए भी क्या हो रहा है, फ्रैगमेंटेशन ऑफ लैंड हुई भी है ना। फ्रैगमेंटेशन ऑफ लैंड जैसी प्रॉब्लम को फाइट करने के लिए हमारे पास ज़रूरी है कि हम इस चीज़ को इंक्रीज करें। व्हेन दैट हैपन्स, द एरियाज ऑफ लैंड per person is going to increase so that their produce can increase and they can grow more than one crop in one particular year. Now secondly, high yielding variety of seeds needs plenty of water and irrigation on more land will lead to greater output. So ज़्यादा आउटपुट हो सके, एक सिंपल सी बात ये समझ लीजिए, 1 सेकेंड, फॉर बेटर आउटपुट ऑल्सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ठीक है, कि हमारी लैंड जो है वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बढ़े, इरिगेशन के अंडर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बढ़ाया जाए। ओके, नाउ लास्टली इट हेल्प्स द फार्मर्स टू अवॉइड ह्यूज लॉसेस ऑफ बैड क्रॉप्स इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ मॉनसून, ठीक है. At the same time, the population is increasing, the demands have to increase. If proper irrigation is not there, it's not going to meet the needs of it because of the population, because the crops would not be healthy, right? So for all of these purposes, we need to have we need to increase the land area under irrigation. Okay. Also, nature is very unpredictable. We cannot depend on the nature, we cannot depend completely on the natural rainfall. We need to have plenty of water, at least an alternative, so that we are not solely dependent and become handicapped when natural rainfall doesn't happen. Okay, moving on to the last question. You have read about the crops grown in Palampur. Yeah, we have discussed. Now, if we have to fill in the table based on the information of the crops grown in your region. Guys, you can fill in anything over here. Okay? It's completely subjective. For example, if you are in the northern part of India, then you can fill crops like rice, wheat, sugarcane, stuff like that. Okay. If you're more in the southern part, then probably ragi, jowar, cotton. It could be anything. Okay. So over here, I'm just showing you a table based on it. Rice month, June, July, harvested in October or December. Sources of irrigation, rain, canals and tube wells. The same goes for wheat, but of course it's not the same. You have to tell me which one is Rabi and which one is Kharif. Okay. So wheat is sown in October, December, is harvested near April, June, and tube wells and canals is what requires. See, rice needs more water. So for this, the irrigation services, alternatives have to be pretty sorted. Okay. Then jowar and bajra grows in June, July, sown and grown June, July, harvested in September, October. Again, rain, canals and tube wells. So similarly over here, you can write any regional crop. So any regional crop will pretty much work. Just make sure that you know the details of those crops. And guys, honestly, it doesn't matter. You just should know basic crops which grows in different parts of India. We have already discussed that in agriculture also. So you can just write anything over here. See, in terms of agriculture, you must be aware of very different crops growing in different areas. I, for example, know that if I'm basically from Jharkhand, I know that rice over there is grown in abundance. So similarly, put in any crop based on your agricultural knowledge, I would say, and fill in the gaps. Okay. Now with that, we have come to the end of the session. This is a quick reminder to you guys about Vedantu Pro subscription, which is going to give you 100% knowledge with assurance of 100% marks. The best part is that with unlimited live classes, interactive replays, handwritten notes of master teachers, opportunity to compete with the students throughout the world, all of these things, you're getting all the micro sessions and all the crash courses absolutely free. सब बिल्कुल free है आपके लिए, which is going to make a lot more for us. So the link is given in the description box. It is also pinned in the comment section. You can also go on vidnt.in/ytpro, and over here just make sure to apply this code which will give you the discount. This is what is going to give you the access to discount. Make sure to use this code and subscribe to the subscription. Okay. Now, if you actually do the calculation, it is going to cost you less than almost equivalent to a packet of chips, the amount that you spend on the packet of chips, 11 rupees and 9 rupees per session for 1 month and 3 months respectively. So make sure that you are not missing on this opportunity. The link is given in the description box, also put in the comment section. As I told you, you can also go on vdnt.in/ytpro and use the code ANKPRO and make sure to take the subscription. And with this, we have come to the end of today's session. I will see you guys very soon in the next session. Till then, stay tuned. Make sure to like the video. Hit the like button if this helped you. Make sure to share this with your friends so that they also have the NCERT solutions accessible for them. And guys, do not forget to subscribe if you have not already, because we're going to keep coming with NCERT solutions. And for the rest of the questions for this chapter and others, you should have to stay subscribed so that you can have access and notification for all the sessions that's going to come up on the channel. So I will see you guys very soon. Till then, stay home, stay safe, take good care of yourself. Have a great evening and good night. Bye-bye.